1,600 meters to race, first of 8, and away they go from the 1,600 meter marker. Good enough start for them. Cheerful Charlie B got off to a flying start and goes off to lead them. Villafaz is second, Always Shining held wide for the moment in the black cap, 3 deep. They followed by Sinan Tango's on the rail. The whitehead gets just a little bit headstrong on the outside, Master in colour, and further back in the field behind those is Lord Quinn about 3 lengths back, and Haarlem is at the back end of the field. 1,200 meters to go, and Villafaz has circled runners and gone off to show the way now. So it's Villafaz at the 1,100 meter peg, leads the way by about a length from in second position on the outside, Always Shining. Then a neck away along the inside, Cheerful Charlie B, then Master in colour further back, green sleeves and cap, racing just outside of us in Antanga. Further back in the field is Lord Quinn, and Haarlem is the trailer. Homeward bound 800 meters from the judge, and out in front is Villafaz, leads the way by a length and a half. From in second position, Cheerful Charlie B, Always Shining's up the centre of the track. On the outside, Master in colours moving well up the outside, and further back is Haarlem. 500 to go, and Master in colours the new leader. Down the inside, Cheerful Charlie B, Villafaz is further back. Sinantanga's closing in strongly on the outside now. It's in front of Sinantanga with 300 metres to go. Haarlem's on the chase on the outside. Further back in the field is Cheerful Charlie B, but it's Sinantanga in front, got first run. Haarlem tries its hardest in the closing stages, but it's still Sinantanga. Here comes Haarlem with a flying finish on the outside. Here comes the line, and I think Sinantanga just maybe held on from in second. Haarlem further back in the field, Cheerful Charlie B and Master in colour. So here's their head-on replay. My angle favours the inside, unfortunately, so I can't give you a proper result on that. We'll have to wait for the judge. Here's Sinantanga and Haarlem on the outside with a flying finish. Well done to both jockeys, actually, holding on for dear life, and Richard Fourie riding his socks off for the Alan Greef stable, and Sinantanga from the Gavin Smith stable, owned by the Hollywood Racing. And Haarlem is owned by Mess Dames D.L. Erasmus, Al Huntingford, and Mr. H.W. Leonard. The judge hasn't got back to us just yet, so stand by. I've got a close-up shot here in slow motion. It looks like Haarlem gets up. I'm going to go with Haarlem, number 5.
Well, what a tight finish to the very first race of the afternoon. Heads up, heads down. Sinantanga and Haarlem, both horses having their first runs in the Eastern Cape. In fact, the third horse as well, Master in Colour. But Sinantanga, Haarlem drove down to the line. Haarlem comes out on top. Great ride by Richard Fourie, and very, very well done to the connections here, as mentioned, starting for the first time in the Eastern Cape. Also, huge congratulations to his groom, TK, who's seeing to him as we speak. I've got Godfrey on hand to collect the 1,500 Rand from World Sports Betting, which is always really appreciated by the various winning grooms. Godfrey, thank you very much. Richard's coming on by. He is suitably attired for today, Day of Love. He's all in red. If you're going to back, those are the omens you need to go for.
Red and brown.
Well, we'll just look at the red. We'll look at
roses.
There you go. Spot on, chocolates and roses. Now, Richard, before we start, yes, this was a really, really tight finish. I've got to commend you. I was watching you, I thought, oh, the ground to make up, and then you changed your stick at a crucial time. Haarlem grew a little set of wings, and he just got there.
Yeah, look, no fairness, I actually thought I got beat. I thought Craig rode an absolute pearler. He still had so much left in the tank and felt like we were kicking all the way through to the line. So I can't fault him. This was obviously just had better ideas and really wanted to get going. So it's always nice when you come out on top in a very short finish like that. But myself and Craig are no strangers to fighting it out.
During battle.
Yeah, we sort of, I think we're pretty much sitting in like a 50-50 at the moment. He's beaten me as equal times as what I've beaten him. So it's always great to have him in the finish. Strong rider, and hugely respect his abilities.
I totally agree. It's always lovely watching you guys, though, from a spectator's point of view, two like top-class jockeys riding down to the line. And you got it right this time, so you've got the one ahead. You'll have to keep at it. And we're going to quiz you about your rides going through the afternoon, if that is okay. Ono no Kamachi. I know that she was second last time out. Yeah, she's a very busy girl. Yeah, and she's got really long legs.
Yeah, she's very tall, very wiry, very hot. Pony, everything. We got to keep her as quiet as we can. I think she'll enjoy the extra trip. But tricky one. I don't fully trust her. Yeah, I never say. Oh, exactly. Thank goodness I'm not a punter. You know, knowing the individual, she's on the light frame side, and I think her mind is her biggest foe at this stage. But if we can get her to the start nice and calm and do everything right in the race, she'll run us a big race.
Now, Lotus Island, you were aboard when still under the care of the Snaith Racing Yard. You came through. It was a lovely victory. She's now racing for the first time in the Eastern Cape. What sort of field did she give you as a maiden winner?
No, it was good enough. They left her rating unchanged at 68, I think.
Yeah.
Must have a big chance.
Puerto Plata, we know we've got to include him in quartets. One day he's gonna get that win, but definitely a quartet inclusion.
Yeah, look, he's got little niggles everywhere. He's quite long in the back, and you know, if your big brother is Porto Manzana, you're living in the shadow of him. So yeah, we've been lucky to win 2 races with him, and he's never too far out of it, and always. Sort of there, and we're kind of waiting for him to decide to put it all back together again and win us another one.
Now, Master Forrester putting the blinkers on last time out, that did the trick, and he won well. Can he cope with a 6-point merit rating race?
Well, I would like to think so, but £6 is £6, but I would never leave him out the quartets.
Luna Halo, it does look as if this might be a 2-horse race. Kaya's Hope and her 2 classy individuals going head-to-head.
Yeah, look, it's possibly one of those sort of races where Craig Zaki could get that short head back on me, but let's hope that she's a gutsy filly. It's a tougher race, and let's hope for a good one.
And finally, Walk on the Wild Side, finally on the grass. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, we've been gifted with another kind draw again, drawn on the outside, but she can make up ground, and I'll just ride her the same way.
I see Marilyn is flitting around here, and she's going to hand over a check for... No,
not yet.
I thought
not for me.
I actually saw her with roses, and I thought you might be getting a rose. Yeah. But Richard, I'm sorry, you're going to have to do without a rose today, but well done for the win.
Thank you very much, and a special thank you to Zahir for the owners and to my sponsors at Richmond.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Just need to say, we always need to be so thankful for the fact that Richard is always so forthcoming with his rides. He's one of many jockeys that are, and we really, really do appreciate it. We also really appreciate catching up with our trainers ahead of racing. And Alan, I understand that when you have a horse that does not jump out the gates, you cannot put your head on the line. But what you did say is that if he does jump well, he will run well. And thank goodness it's all come together for him today.
Well, let me just thank the owners first, Ms. Madam's Erasmus Huntingford, and then Henk Lena in Zimbabwe. I think they're all Zimbabwe and South African bound. But no, it's well done to Richard and to the starter once again. This horse, he doesn't jump. He came from Cape Town. They told me he didn't jump. We passed him through the gates here at home, and he wasn't doing a good job. He's one of those rare horses that when the gates opened, he backed up rather than went forward. So I was really nervous. I thought he went down really well.
He did.
And I was hoping, well, if he gets left 2 lengths, we'll have a chance. But he jumped relatively well on terms, and once he jumped, I thought, okay, we've got a chance here. I must admit, I thought we got beat. I didn't think we got up on the line, but Richard knows what he's doing, and he won a nice race. And to the owners, very well done. It's the first runner for us in Port Elizabeth, and I think their first runner in the Eastern Cape as well. So welcome to the yard, welcome to the Eastern Cape, and hopefully we'll see these colours in the card in Port Elizabeth a lot more often, and enjoying it. I know Henk, he's over the moon in Zim today. He's given me a call and really, really over the moon. So well done.
On that note, Marilyn's going to come in with a half payout from the Racehorse Owners Association member. So a little bit extra there to smile about. Marilyn, you look gorgeous this afternoon dressed for Valentine's Day. And thank you very much. There you go.
There we go. And once again, You got to be part of
You
the
have to
RA
be, exactly.
or ROA here to collect the bonus, and you need rocks in your head if you don't belong to it.
Now, Richard's done the brunt of breaking down his runners. I know there's a horse at the end of the day that he's yet to throw a leg over, and that is a newcomer to the yard in Strata.
Yeah, Strata is working pretty well, and she's quite a speedy filly. A little bit of a headwind, so I think a tailwind would suit her a little bit better. But working nicely at home, and if she brings her work to the races, she's definitely a horse you can't leave out.
Alan, thank you very much, and very well done for Haarlem. On that note, just to wish those owners a warm welcome to the Eastern Cape, and what a welcome it is to win having your very first runner here in the Eastern Cape. Congratulations. It's all come together for Haarlem. He's won a good race under a fantastic ride by Richard Fourie, and once again, congratulations.